This is a test.
This is a test. What do you know about language arts, math, science, and social studies? Find out while playing along with Knowledge for College, where teams from competing UISD schools spin the wheel of knowledge and answer questions from a world of subject categories. It's a mind challenge for students and a chance to win for their school. But most of all, it's a really fun way to learn. Now, let's play Knowledge for College.
Hi and welcome. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Los Obispos Middle School and from Salvador Garcia Middle School. And before we meet our students, we'd like to turn our attention now to our guest host, Dr. Fred Solis. You are Associate Vice President for Instruction at Laredo Community College. Welcome and thank you for joining us.
Glad to be here.
Very good, sir. And if you could just, for the benefit of our audience and our students, just kind of describe your day-to-day duties. And I also understand you have something to do with our early college, high school
Yes,
as
we
well.
do. It's my pleasure to be here, and thank you for having me. My primary duties are to be the administrator in charge of South Campus, and I know that's the college campus that's right next door to the middle schools that are present today. We're very fortunate to be in a nice collaboration with the United Independent School District, particularly with LBJ High School and the early college high school that's there.
All right, very good, sir. Thank you very much. And let's turn our attention now to our students representing Los Obispos Middle School. We have Eric and Nora. And Eric, if you could just tell us a little bit about yourself, please.
I'm pretty active in band, and after school I put most of my time into that and dedicate myself a lot to my schoolwork.
All right, very good, Eric. And Nora, what can you tell us about yourself?
I'm active year-round in sports, and I also do a tutor center after school.
Oh, okay, very good. And do you have a favorite sport, Nora?
Volleyball.
Volleyball? All right, excellent. And representing Salvador Garcia Middle School, we have Jose and Sergio. And Jose, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
My favorite subject is social studies. I like to play football. Pretty much it.
All right, are you on the school team, Sergio? Or Jose?
No, not this year. I didn't join.
Very good. And Sergio, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
I like to play basketball, read. My favorite subject is math.
All right, very good. And let's go ahead and just go over the rules very briefly before we begin play. Each team takes turns spinning that wheel that you see behind you. We have questions in science, math, social studies, and language arts. And those questions are worth 5 points each. The red section there, that wild turn section, is it's composed of questions from any subject area, and they're designed to be a little bit harder than the average question, so those are actually worth 10 points each if you can get them correctly or answer them correctly. Now, of course, in order to earn the points, you do have to answer correctly, and if you don't, the other team gets a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points. And we do have a 1-minute time limit for all of our questions. You'll hear that little bell, and then of course when you hear that, that means your time's up and you have to give us your answer. So Salvador Garcia Middle School, you won our coin toss a little earlier today, so you get to go first. So Jose or Sergio, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we suggest you spin it clockwise because it goes easier that way. And we do want to remind our students that the wheel has to go around at least once, which it does in this case. And let's see, our students from Salvador Garcia wind up with a wild turn question right off the bat. And let me just take a look here. This is coming from the social studies subject area, so that's Jose's favorite subject. So we'll see if you can earn the 10 points. And again, this is for Salvador Garcia Middle School.
Okay. The question is as follows. All of the following were main points of conflict between Thomas Jefferson and Alexander Hamilton, except A. Establishing the Bank of the United States, B. Supporting the French in their revolution, C. Encouraging commerce and industry, D. Supporting Washington's presidency.
And students, whenever you have your answer ready, you can go ahead and tell us, or you can take up to a full minute to try and figure it out. So,
Is the answer D?
Yes, that is correct.
Yes, that is correct. Supporting Washington's presidency. So very good, Salvador Garcia Middle School. You earned the 10 points. And Los Obispos, it's your turn. So Eric or Nora, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And Nora's spin is going to land in the wild turn category again. All right. And again, students, this is worth 10 points if you can answer correctly. It's coming from the math subject area.
The questions as follows. 4 cell phone plans are described below. Plan A, $69.95 monthly fee with unlimited minutes. Plan B, $59.95 monthly fee plus 10 cents per minute for every minute over 1,000. Plan C, $39.95 monthly fee plus 12 cents per minute for every minute over 1,000. Plan D, $29.95 monthly fee plus 5 cents per minute for every minute. Sherry plans to use her cell phone on average between 30 and 40 minutes per day. Which plan is the most reasonable for her to choose?
And the choices are
The
Plan
choices
A,
are Plan A,
B, C, or D. And again, this wild turn questions for our students from Los Obispos Middle School. They can earn 10 points by answering correctly. Otherwise, our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School will get a chance to build on their lead and answer the question and possibly earn the points. And of course, just to repeat, Sherry plans to use her cell phone on average between 30 and 40 minutes per day. Which plan is the most reasonable for her to use or to choose? And of course, the choices are Plan A, B, C, or D, as described earlier. And students, whenever you're ready, just go ahead and give us your answer. Just be sure to consult with your partner first. And
We're going to go with B.
what was that again?
B.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Salvador Garcia Middle School, you have a chance to earn some points here. Do you have an answer for us? And we need an answer from you, Salvador Garcia.
D.
What was that?
D.
I'm sorry, that's also incorrect. Dr. Solis, do you mind sharing our correct answer
the
with our
correct
students?
answer is letter C, Plan C.
So Plan C was what we were looking for, so no points on this round, but Salvador Garcia Middle School, it's your turn at the wheel again. So Jose or Sergio, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And as the wheel goes round and round, it will come to a rest eventually, this time landing in the science subject area. And again, students, this is worth 5 points to you if you can answer correctly. It's your copy and your copy.
The question reads, the most important way that surface ocean currents affect climate is by A, absorbing moisture from the air, B, reflecting sunlight back into space, C, changing the direction of global wind patterns, or D, bringing cold water to warm areas and warm water to cold areas.
And this science question is for our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School. They can earn 5 points by answering correctly. And of course, they have up to a minute to answer, so once they give us their answer, we'll know whether or not they earn the 5 points. And if they do get it wrong, our students from Los Obispos Middle School will be ready to pounce on that and possibly earn the points. So again, students, the most important way that surface ocean currents affect climate is by, and you have the 4 choices there in front of you, absorbing moisture from the air, B, reflecting sunlight back into space, C, changing the direction of global wind patterns, or D, bringing cold water to warm areas and warm water to cold areas. And of course, this is worth 5 points to our students if they can answer correctly. And students, we need an answer from you. What's your answer?
B.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Los Obispos Middle School, do you have an answer for us?
We're going to go with D.
Correct.
That is correct.
Very good.
Bringing cold water to warm areas and warm water to cold areas. So Los Obispos, you earned the 5 points. And it's also your turn at the wheel. So Eric or Nora, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And as the wheel goes round and round, it will come to a rest eventually, this time landing in the social studies subject area. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. It's your copy.
The question is, why are latitude and longitude lines measured in degrees? Letter A, because circles are measured in degrees and the Earth is basically a circle. B, European map markers thought only in degrees, or map makers rather, thought only in degrees. C, it is easier to measure the distance between 2 points only in degrees. Or D, because measuring in square feet made maps too difficult to manage.
And again, the social studies question is for our students from Los Obispos. And whenever you're ready, students, you can give us your answer.
We're going to go with A.
That is correct.
Very good. And because circles are measured in degrees and the Earth is basically a circle. Very good, students. And Salvador Garcia Middle School, it's your turn again. So go ahead and spin that wheel for us, please, Jose. And Jose's spin will eventually come to rest, and we'll find out soon what kind of answer they'll have to, or question they'll have to answer, and it's coming from the science subject area. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. It's your copy and your copy.
The question is, the distance an object moves per unit of time is, letter A, velocity, B, acceleration, C, speed, or D, displacement.
C.
That is correct.
That is correct. So good job, Salvador Garcia Middle School. We earned the 5 points. It's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
The United ISD Child Nutrition Department is providing meals through the Summer Food Service Program. Free breakfast and lunch will be provided to any child from age 1 to 18. Meals will be served at 23 UISD schools and at 17 community sites. Dates and times will vary. For more information, please contact the UISD Child Nutrition Department or call 211. The Summer Food Service Program is sponsored by the Texas Department of Agriculture and the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
1, 2, 3, team!
UISD students, it's time to rally, dig in, score big, and win a new car just by going to school. The Sames Kia in the Classroom program is back. All United ISD high school students are eligible to win a new 2016 Kia Soul. Have perfect attendance during an 89-week period, and your name will be entered into the UISD Grand Prize drawing to win a new car. Spike your chances, attend class, and win a new Kia Soul.
School safety is our #1 priority. Always report bullying to an adult, attend class every day, and please say no to drugs and alcohol.
Be sure to report any criminal or suspicious activity to campus police. Remember, texting and cell phone use is forbidden when driving in school zones.
Always watch out for kids at crosswalks and when loading on and off school buses.
Keep our kids safe.
We are educators.
We are innovators.
We are leaders.
We are college students.
We are artists.
We are athletes.
We cherish all students.
We are United ISD.
Hi and welcome back. You're watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. And today we have students with us from Los Obispos Middle School and from Salvador Garcia Middle School. And our guest today is Dr. Fred Solis, Associate Vice President for Instruction at Laredo Community College. And again, thank you for joining us, Dr. Solis.
Glad to be here.
And I believe you have a question for our students.
Sure. Eric, I'll start with you, Eric. I heard you say you were in band a little while ago. What instrument do you play?
I play the clarinet.
Clarinet?
In my school's top band.
Very good. Nora, you mentioned you were into sports and your favorite sport is volleyball. What other hobbies do you have aside from sports?
I basically just do sports.
Okay, very good. You mentioned you tutor as well?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Very good. And so since you're 8th graders, obviously this summer you're going to be rising freshmen heading towards the high school. What's the high school you'll be going to?
I plan to attend the early college program at OBJ.
Very good. So you were accepted already. Very good. That is a very nice program. We started that this past year, and it's been a very successful program with LBJ High School. And so I think your experience in taking college level classes is going to be a very positive one for you. Very good. Any questions? Okay.
Jose, do you have a question for Jose?
Yes, Jose. You're not doing sports this year?
No, not this year.
What are your plans now as you enter into high school?
Well, I'm also going to be joining the early college program.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So you were selected as well?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Okay, very good. You're going to again start off your high school career as well as your college career, and so you'll be taking college courses there at the LBJ campus. That's largely supported by LCC, and so we work with LBJ very closely, and so our teachers and our administrators are always on the LBJ campus throughout the semester and throughout the year. So congratulations. I know it was a lottery selection, and so congratulations on being selected.
Thank you.
And Sergio, what are your plans for next year?
I'm going to attend LBJ.
As well?
Yes.
Very good. Very good. Well, I think you'll find LBJ quite rewarding. You'll be entering high school, and so you're going to see the difference between middle school and high school, and so it'll be adjustment for you. But nevertheless, it'll be a positive one, I'm sure.
All right, very good. Very good, students. Let's go ahead and resume play. Los Obispos Middle School, it's your turn at the wheel. So, Eric or Nora, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And as the wheel goes round and round, we'll find out eventually what kind of a question our students from Los Obispos Middle School have to answer. And it looks like we have another social studies question for our students. And again, students, this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
The question reads, a basic idea contained in the Declaration of Independence is that A, the states are superior to the federal government, B, governments get their power from the people, C, people should not question the decisions of their government, or D, people cannot change their government.
And students, whenever you're ready, just give us your answer.
We're going to go with B.
That is correct.
Very good. Governments get their power from the people. Very good, students. And Salvador Garcia Middle School, it's your turn again. So go ahead and give us a spin there, Sergio. And we'll find out shortly what kind of a question our students from Garcia Middle School will have to answer. And it looks like they're going to have a language arts question to answer, our first one of the day. So students, again, I just want to remind you this is worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
The question is, the atmosphere for feeling created by the writer in a literary work or passage, it can be expressed through imagery, word choice, setting, voice, and theme. The choices are A, context analysis, B, structural analysis, or C, mood.
Now, this language arts question is for our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School, and they can earn 5 points by answering correctly. Otherwise, our students from Los Obispos Middle School will get a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points. And just to repeat, the atmosphere or feeling created by the writer in a literary work or passage, it can be expressed through imagery, word choice, setting, voice, and theme. And your choices are context analysis, structural analysis, or mood.
Is it C?
That is correct.
All right, very good, students. That's the answer we were looking for, so good job. You earned the points. And Los Obispos Middle School, it's your turn once again, so go ahead and spin that wheel for us, Eric. And as Eric's spin will come to a rest eventually, we're gonna wind up with a wild turn question. Now let's see, this is a science subject area, so you can earn 10 points by answering correctly.
The question is, What is most likely to happen if an environment changes and the species does not have variations that are helpful in the new conditions? A. Members of the species will try to change the environment. B. Members of the species will develop new adaptations. C. A new species will form from the existing species. Or D. The species will become extinct.
And this is a wild term question for our students from Los Obispos Middle School. It comes from the science subject area, and they can earn 10 points by answering correctly. So students, whenever you're ready, just give us your answer, please.
We're going to go with B.
That is correct.
All right. So good job, Los Obispos. You earned the 10 points. And Salvador Garcia Middle School, it's your turn once again at the wheel. So give us a good spin there, Jose. There we go. And there's always an element of chance with this wheel, but it looks like our students from Salvador Garcia wind up with a wild term question of their own. And I can just take a look at that. And it's coming from the social studies subject area, so Jose's favorite subject.
Question. Which of the following territories was acquired by the United States prior to 1820? A. Texas, B. California, C. Oregon, or D. Florida?
And this wild turn question is for our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School. It comes from the social studies subject area, and our students can earn up to 10 points by answering correctly. Otherwise, our students from Los Obispos Middle School will get a chance to answer that question and possibly earn the points. And as soon as you're ready, students, just go ahead and give us your answer. Just go ahead and discuss it with each other. And just to repeat, which of the following territories was acquired by the United States prior to 1820? And the choices are Texas, California, Oregon, or Florida. And as our students are trying to solve the problem, Dr. Solis, what do you think of our show so far?
Been quite interesting. I think the title of the show, Knowledge for College, is quite appropriate.
Yes.
You're well on your way.
All right. Yes, they are. And as time winds down, we're going to need an answer from our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School. And do you have an answer for us?
Is the answer C?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Los Obispos Middle School, you have a chance to earn 10 points here. What's your answer for us?
We're going to go with D.
D is correct.
D is
Florida.
correct. Florida. So good job, Los Obispos Middle School. You earned the 10 points, and it's also your turn at the wheel. So Eric or Nora, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And our students from Los Obispos wind up with a science question. And again, students, this one will be worth 5 points if you can answer correctly. It's your copy and your copy.
The question reads, to measure the mass of a block of iron, you could use letter A, graduated cylinder, B, meter stick, C, telescope, or D, balance.
And this science question is for our students from Los Obispos Middle School. And whenever you're ready, students, you can go ahead and give us your answer.
We're going to go with D.
That is correct.
That is correct, the balance. Very good, guys. And Salvador Garcia Middle School, it's your turn once again. So Sergio or Jose, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And momentarily, we will find out what kind of a question our students will have to answer. It looks like we have another science question for our students. I know those paper clips can be a little tough sometimes. And that's your copy, and that's your copy.
What is the boiling point of water in degrees Celsius? A, 0 degrees Celsius, B, 212 degrees Celsius, C, 100 degrees Celsius, or D, 32 degrees Celsius?
And the science question is for our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School. And they're trying to determine what is the boiling point of water in degrees Celsius. And as soon as you have your answer, students, go ahead and let us know. And just to repeat, the choices are 0 degrees Celsius, 212 degrees Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius, or 32 degrees Celsius.
Is it D?
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Los Obispos Middle School, we have a chance to earn some more points here. Do you have an answer for us?
We're going to go with C.
That is correct.
100 degrees Celsius. That is the correct answer we were looking for. So good job, Los Obispos. You earned the 5 points. And it's also your turn at the wheel. So Eric or Nora, will one of you spin that wheel for us, please? And we'll find out what kind of a question our students will have to answer. It looks like another social studies question for our team from Los Obispos. And again, students, it's worth 5 points if you can answer correctly.
The question reads, the Mayflower Compact was the first document written by Thomas Jefferson. Letter B, was a treaty between Native Americans and Pilgrims. Letter C, planted ideas of self-government among the colonists. Or D, established a continental congress in the colonies.
And as soon as you have your answer, students, you can let us know, or you can take up to 1
We're going to go with C.
That is correct.
Very good. The Mayflower Compact planted ideas of self-government among the colonists. Very good, students. You earned the 5 points. And it's time now for a quick break, so let's go ahead and take one, and we'll be right back.
The United ISD Child Nutrition Department is providing meals through the Summer Food Service Program. Free breakfast and lunch will be provided to any child from age 1 to 18. Meals will be served at 23 UISD schools and at 17 community sites. Dates and times will vary. For more information, please contact the UISD Child Nutrition Department or call 211. The Summer Food Service Program is sponsored by the Texas Department of Agriculture and the U.S. Department of Agriculture.
Hi and welcome back. You've been watching Knowledge for College, a game of knowledge and learning featuring some of our best and brightest students here at United ISD. Of course, we'd like to thank our students from Los Obispos Middle School and our students from Salvador Garcia Middle School for being such good sports today and joining us here. And of course, I'd like to thank Dr. Fred Solis from Laredo Community College. And Dr. Solis, what did you think of our show?
I think it's a tremendous opportunity to showcase academic excellence.
Very good, sir. Well said. And of course, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors who provide prizes for our students. Of course, I'm referring to Sonic, America's Drive-In, and McDonald's of Laredo. And of course, you can watch Knowledge for College and other fine programming from the UISD ITV department on this station and other stations locally. You can also follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and we are also on YouTube. So let's say goodbye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye.